Interesting psychological facts about love and relationship. People seem to be happy when they're kept busy, as this keeps them from worrying about bad problems in life. If you don't know your own worth and value, don't expect someone to calculate it for you. People who swear a lot tend to be more loyal, upfront, and honest with friends. The brain loves intimacy, be it emotional or physical intimacy, makes the brain feel reassured, important, valued, and loved. When people work under the illusion that they're being watched, they perform and behave better. Often in life, we forget the things we should remember and remember the things we should forget. Data shows that working along with a friend increases your productivity by over 70%. Psychology says that when you are surrounded by real friends, you are generally less stressed by everyday life. Anger is a feeling that makes your mouth work faster than your mind. If you can't interrupt the stream of thoughts at night, write it down. This is going to put your mind at ease so that you can relax. Studies say that travel improves brain well-being and even lowers a person's chance of heart disease and depression. Stupidity is knowing the truth, seeing the truth, but still believing the lies. The saddest people are those who have everything but can't share with anyone. Staying optimistic about the future can powerfully shield people from physical and mental illness. Women are more likely to have one-night stands with men who throw money around. When a bunch of individuals laugh, people will unconsciously look at the person they feel closest to in that group. Lying needs extra mental effort than telling the truth. A person who is dishonest uses more strength because he or she has to keep in mind both the truth and the lie in order to hide the facts. Trust is like an eraser. It gets smaller with every mistake you make. People only realize what they had after they lose it, so hold on to what you have and never ever let it go. Asking for advice is a powerful way to influence others and warm them up to you. Some people are like fake flowers. They appear beautiful from a distance, but when you go near them, you realize how useless they are. Stop dating people who are not interested in your personal development. Life is not all about sex and weekend vibes. Quiet people are actually talkative around people they're comfortable with. Learn to stop explaining everything. Let people think whatever they want. You have nothing to prove to anyone. The people who give the best advice are usually the ones with the most difficult problems. Survey has found that fit legs are the sexiest part of a woman, according to men. People don't always need advice. Sometimes all they need is a hand to hold, ear to listen, and heart to understand. You can't change someone who doesn't see an issue with their actions. You just have to distance yourself. Lack of sex in the long term eventually turns a person into a neurotic. Writing down negative thoughts and tossing them in a trash can is a psychological trick to improve your mood. Being unable to get someone off your mind indicates that you are also on that person's mind. Learn to return people's money with the same smile and humility, just as when you borrowed it. Just because someone is strong enough to handle pain doesn't mean they deserve it. If a woman wants sex, she looks into a man's eyes unconsciously for a long time, and her breasts expand by 4 to 5% of its actual size. Sometimes we need to be hurt in order to grow. We must lose in order to gain. Sometimes some lessons are learned best through pain. You will never get anywhere you're meant to go by traveling yesterday's road. It takes 15 months and 27 days to forget someone you love with all your heart. Be careful who you share your weaknesses with. Some people can't wait for the opportunity to use them against you. No one wants to support you at the start of your journey, but once they see your success, they all want to be friends again. Accept both compliments and criticism. It takes both sun and rain for a flower to grow. Those who spend their time looking for the faults in others usually spend no time correcting their own. Don't feel sad if someone ignores or rejects you. People usually ignore expensive things because they can't afford them. Psychology says, intelligent people tend to have less friends than the average person. If someone doesn't value you, they deserve to lose you. It's that simple. When you stop caring about being liked, you become more likable. Each new day is a blessing. Let go of all worries and be grateful for all the positives in your life. Consistency is harder when no one is clapping for you. You must clap for yourself during those times. You should always be your biggest fan. Difficulties in your life do not come to destroy you, but to help you realize your hidden potential and power. Let difficulties know that you, too, are difficult. Death is not the greatest loss in life. The greatest loss is what dies inside us while we live. When you truly care for someone, their mistakes never change your feelings, because it's the mind that gets angry, but the heart still cares. When guys get jealous, it's actually kind of a cute act for her. When girls get jealous, World War is about to start. Loving someone who doesn't love you back is like hugging a cactus. The tighter you hold on to it, the more it hurts. Don't be upset when people reject you. Nice things are rejected by the people who can't afford them. Appreciate your man's efforts. Sometimes you just don't know what he has gone through just to make you happy. Don't be the person who looks back and wonders what could have been. Be the one who takes action and creates the future. To attract better, you have to become better. You can't do the same things and expect change. If someone is attracted to you, their eyes start blinking more than usual during a conversation with you. People don't always need advice. Sometimes all they need is a hand to hold, an ear to listen, and a heart to understand. Forgiving people who have hurt you is your gift to them. Forgetting people who have hurt you is your gift to you. Respect people who find time in their schedule to see you. Love people who never look at their schedule when you need them. The greatest gift you can give someone is your time, your attention, your love, and your concern. Every person you see in dreams has come across once. In real life, our brain cannot create faces. If you always keep worrying about what people will think, then you can never be happy. If a person talks about someone the most, then it means that they are influenced by that person. The only reason people take you for granted is because they assume you will always be there. Just prove them wrong. The people who are attracted to you will always try to avoid or ignore you. Psychology says friendship is not about who you spend the most time with. It's about who you have the best time with. When a woman is talking to you about their problems, she is likely not looking for an answer and just wants someone to listen. Sometimes you just need to distance yourself from people. If they care, they'll notice. If they don't, you know where you stand with them. Don't force someone to remember you all the time. Just stay silent and let them realize how will they be without you in their life. Sleeping on your left side has the most health benefits, as it aids digestion, boosts brain health, and reduces snoring. When you start taking care of yourself, you start feeling better, looking better, and even start attracting better. Waking up in the middle of the night for no apparent reason may indicate that someone is dreaming about you. The worst type of loneliness is the loneliness you feel when you are with people. When someone misses you 80% of the time, they are likely to appear in your dream. Life is really nothing without love and care. Give it to everyone, but don't expect it back because it's a feel, not a deal. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment and make it beautiful. Don't be afraid of losing people. Be afraid of losing yourself by trying to please everyone around you. If you always keep worrying about what people will think, then you can never be happy. You are responsible for your own happiness. If you expect others to make you happy, you'll always end up being disappointed. Sometimes it's very hard to move on, but once you move on, you'll realize it was the best decision you've ever made. If you truly want to change your life, then you must first be willing to change your mind. There are two ways to be happy: change your situation or change your mindset towards it. Never explain yourself, because your real friends don't need it, and your enemies won't believe it. Listen carefully to how a person speaks about other people to you. This is exactly how they will speak about you to other people. If someone really wants to see you, they will find a reason. They will find a way, and they will make the effort. When you're mad at someone you love, be careful what you say, because your mind gets angry, but your heart still cares. No one in this world is pure and perfect. If you avoid people for their little mistakes, you will always be alone, so judge less and love more. Women get to a point in their lives where it's not about sex anymore. It's about having a real man to love, trust, and have her back. Maturity is when you love someone deeply, but you don't pressurize them to love you back. According to studies, the deeper we love someone in a relationship, the stronger is our hatred for them when the relationship falls apart. Pretending not to feel anger, sadness, or loneliness can literally destroy your mental health. Always remember, God will never take anything away from you without the intention of replacing it with something much better. You know you're in love when you can't fall asleep, because reality is finally better than your dreams. Overthinking kills your creativity, lowers your mental performance, leads to stress, and destroys your self-confidence. Psychology says, pretending to be happy when you are in pain is just an example of how strong you are as a person. Depression causes people to lie to themselves, placing them further into denial and less likely to face their issues. When you truly care for someone, their mistakes never change your feelings, because it's the mind that gets angry, but the heart still cares. If you feel like you're losing everything, remember that trees lose their leaves every year and still stand tall and wait for better days. Some people are going to reject you simply because you shine too bright for them. That's okay. Keep shining. Loving someone who doesn't love you back is like hugging a cactus. The tighter you hold on to it, the more it hurts. Keep your distance from people who will never admit they are wrong and always try to make you feel like it's all your fault. 2 secret signs that someone is really thinking about you from their deep heart. When that person suddenly appears in your thoughts again and again. When you are missing that person and it's hard to sleep. Overthinking can cause physical and mental fatigue. It may also lead to chronic depression. Sometimes you need bad things to happen to inspire you to change and grow. Maybe that's why they're happening to you. It is scientifically proven that a woman will find a man sexier if he wears a pair of sunglasses. This is because sunglasses make your face appear more symmetrical and can make you appear mysterious. According to research, women tend to have more nightmares and emotionally based dreams than men. Women are often more attracted to a person that will be able to provide for them and their offspring. Women generally prefer men with deep, husky voices because they seem more confident and not aggressive. Women often speak in higher-pitched tones when speaking with a person they find to be attractive. Women have good memory power, and they can remember everything with details. Women tend to remember more of those who ignore them than those who constantly talk to them. Women love forehead kisses above everything. Studies show that women often find a person's wealth more important than their physical appearances. The average woman has about 450 periods in her lifetime. If you are a man, then you know now. Hugging a woman for 20 seconds improves her happiness and self-confidence. Studies have shown that women perceive bearded men as more attractive, more responsible, and potentially better parents. Women are most concerned about the height of a man when looking for potential dates. According to research, women are more likely to reject a man if he is even an inch under the average height. Women are proven to have a stronger sense of smell, which becomes even stronger during ovulation. Studies show that attractive women often have a difficult time obtaining jobs associated with masculine qualities, such as hard labor. Research shows that less attractive women and women with masculine features are preferred for those positions instead. Women communicate more with nonverbal gestures than verbally. If a woman teases you and gives you nicknames, she is usually attracted to you and sees you as more than a friend or best friend. One breast is always larger than the other. No woman has naturally equal-sized breasts, and women don't even know about it. Women perceive men who smile less often to be more attractive than men who smile more often. Women judge so quickly, and their judgment rarely goes wrong. Stress can make women less fertile. Women most often prefer older-looking men over younger men. This is because women view older men as being more responsible and more capable of providing care for them and their potential offspring. Women crave for sex more than men do, but they feel awkward to tell you. Women can read and understand emotions better than men, but sometimes they are emotionally vulnerable. Studies show that women are often attracted to more masculine-looking men during ovulation. However, at other times of the month, they may find less masculine men to be more attractive. Women associate everything they see to be more beautiful with perfection. Hence, they like anything which is soft, beautiful, and attractive. A woman will never like you over praising another woman, even your own mother. Women have twice as many pain receptors on their bodies than men, but they have a much higher pain. A smile on her face is proportional to the amount of quality time you spend with her. A woman can easily smell danger, and you can count on her instincts in dealing with strangers. Women who sleep naked are more content in their relationship than those who cover up. Women are socially conscious and dress as per occasion. It'll be nice if you match your clothing accordingly. Women use both sides of their brain more often than men do. Research has shown that mothers tend to devote more attention and give disproportionate affection to their most attractive child. Surprise gifts, flowers, and holidays are always welcome. It may be a cliched point, but it does wonders to make her feel special. If she is silent and gone cold, you may have hurt her badly, and she may even be looking at other options. Well-behaved women seldom make history. When an elderly man engages in sexual intercourse with a young woman, he perceives the experience as akin to crossing a bridge with the assistance of a rope. Men prefer big bums because it subconsciously indicates fertility. 47% of men keep their eyes open when kissing. Only 5% of women do this. When a man gazes at a woman with enamored eyes during intimacy, establishing eye contact and tenderly caressing her body, the woman will experience swift satisfaction. Engaging in sexual activity 2 to 3 times per week results in a boosted immune system. To prolong intercourse, consume a mixture of ground almonds and milk in the early morning. This is believed to help delay semen release. 65% of the world's women and 90% of men masturbate from time to time. Women's ears are sensitive, and when you kiss or use gentle touches on them playfully, they become aroused and excited. When a man caresses a woman's lips, cheeks, and neck with his hands, it evokes sexual arousal in women, leading to swift satisfaction. If someone is always in your mind, it means you are also in theirs as well. A woman will never tell you how many men she slept with. According to psychology, women are often sexually attracted to men older than themselves, while men always prefer women younger than them. Give yourself permission to fail. If you never fail, you never learn. If you never learn, you will never grow. Never underestimate the power of prayer. One small prayer can change your life dramatically. My father said, there are two kinds of people in the world, givers and takers. The takers may eat better, but the givers sleep better. Sometimes God doesn't change your situation because He is trying to change your heart. Distance yourself from the people who bring out the stress in you and move closer to those who bring out the best in you. Stop trying to hide yourself so much. You are capable of doing great things, and you have a lot to give to this world. Kindness makes you the most beautiful person in the world, no matter what you look like. Just be yourself. Let people see the real, imperfect, flawed, quirky, weird, beautiful, magical person that you are. You have nothing to prove to anyone. Don't seek for the best partner, but seek for the person who makes you a better version of yourself. Accept both compliments and criticism. It takes both sun and rain for a flower to grow. One of the most painful goodbyes is when you know that the next time you meet, the hello won't be the same. The happiest people don't have the best of everything. They just make the best of everything they have. Learn to say no in a relationship when it's in its early stages. This will make your partner treat you better and even respect you, as he or she will see you as unpredictable. When someone is so sweet to you, don't expect that person will be like that all the time. Remember, even the sweetest chocolate expires. Respect the old when you are young. Help the weak when you are strong. Confess the fault when you are wrong, because one day in life you will be old, weak, and wrong. To make a woman happy, give her these three things: attention, affection, and appreciation. Real love is knowing someone's weaknesses and not taking advantage of them, knowing their flaws and accepting who they are. If someone has to tell you that they are a good person, be careful. Good people don't have to tell you they are good people. They show you. Sometimes it's very hard to move on, but when you take one step, then moving on will be very easy. Women prefer maintaining eye contact during conversations with men they like. When a woman reaches orgasm, her body releases 4 times more oxytocin, a hormone that stimulates pleasure. Girls don't like being stared at unless they are already staring at you. Going to the toilet in the company of friends is a common behavior among women, driven by various reasons like sharing comments about themselves or touching up makeup. A man's scent can also arouse a woman's interest and even lead to laughter. Touching a woman's lip can result in arousal for almost 70% of women. When it comes to turning a woman on, it's not just about focusing on the genitals. Women think about their appearance around 9 times a day. It's best to avoid explicitly mentioning your abilities in bed, to avoid creating high expectations. Instead, surprise her with your skills at the right moment. If you're looking to get over a crush, it's best to have a rebound. Depression is an emotional state that can occur when a woman is aroused or involved in an act of love. During this time, a slight swelling inside of the nose can be noticed. Girls have twice as many pain receptors on their bodies, but a much higher tolerance. The thought of a relationship generally stimulates a more creative state in the female mind. You can tell whether someone likes you within just 7 seconds of meeting them. Interestingly, women with light eyes tend to be more inclined to relate, according to a study conducted in the United States. During a conversation with an attractive man, women often lick their lips to make them shinier and more attractive. Studies have shown that women often reveal their secrets within 47 hours of keeping them to themselves. When a woman is uninterested, she often avoids eye contact and looks down. However, maintaining eye contact usually indicates interest. Younger women often prefer older men because they feel more secure. Massaging a woman with oil before making love stimulates her erogenous zones and increases blood circulation. If a woman is satisfied with her sexual experience with you, she is likely to want to repeat it, creating a positive cycle. So, learning how to satisfy women is important. A man's mood has more influence and persuasive power than his appearance. Physical appearance is not the most crucial factor for women. They are naturally attracted to men who are healthy and energetic, regardless of pronounced muscles. Women spend nearly a year of their lives deciding what to wear. Women tend to get drunk more quickly than men do, due to the lower percentage of water in their bodies. Women's intuition is likely more biological than mystical. Women not only better remember the physical appearances of others, but also more correctly identify the unspoken messages conveyed in facial expressions, postures, and tones of voices. Women who love their partners tend to be affectionate after relations, hugging them. Studies show that women are more attracted to men wearing blue, while men are more attracted to women wearing red. When a woman is attracted to you, her voice may quicken and become slightly higher pitched. Couples who spend time together between ages 16 to 28 are more likely to have long-lasting relationships. After successful intercourse, women hate it when the man turns over and goes to sleep, as they want to feel valued beyond being a sexual object. If she doesn't show affection, she may be seeking her own satisfaction. The woman who does not require validation from anyone is the most feared individual on the planet. Women who engage in frequent lovemaking reduce their risk of breast cancer and heart attacks. Women who make love at least once a week have a greater libido and feminine energy. Women appreciate someone who can interpret their body language signals, such as pointing their feet in your direction, playing with their hair, or standing close to you. These signs clearly show attraction. Additionally, the average size of the female intimate part varies between 8 and 10 centimeters in length, with an average size being more than enough to provide pleasure. Before getting married, 9 out of 10 women in the United States test their sexual compatibility with their partners to assess the relationship's worth. Women are more likely to develop romantic feelings for a man after watching a movie or listening to romantic music. 80% of women use silence to express pain. Women are more susceptible to depression. They are more likely to fall into depression because they often blame themselves for the negative situations they are in. The female mind is more adept at reading body language and facial expressions than men. A study has concluded that the female brain activates emotion when they feel pain. Women with higher IQs have a harder time finding a mate. Intelligent women would rather remain single than be with the wrong person. Women between the ages of 30 and 40 report having more fantasies and seeking relationships compared to when they were younger. A woman will never like you over praising another woman, even your mother. Females have ambivalent feelings regarding males, who reward them by talking a lot and engaging in mutual gazing. If a woman takes your dick in her mouth because some women like the taste, others want to give their significant other pleasure. Having high self-esteem can make you more attractive. Women experience significantly more nightmares than men and have more emotional dreams. Women take 15 days to fall in love. Men take just 8 seconds. The truth is, women love to get compliments, even if they don't admit it openly. Give her genuine compliments and see her smile grow. Your crush probably thinks you're more attractive than you think you are. Approximately 83% of women are completely satisfied with the size of their partner's penis. Women reach the peak of pleasure with masturbation instead of penetration during sexual intercourse. Oh, some women like to be touched gently, and others like a lot more sexualization. Sometimes, when you want it to stay hard during sexual activity, it goes soft. Then, when you finally manage to sustain an erection, you end up ejaculating too quickly. Penetration from behind allows the tip of his penis to touch your cervix, which is covered in nerve endings. Have him thrust slowly and gently. Orgasm in women begins in the brain. The more nocturnal erections you have, the more flexible your erectile tissue will become. Women engage in sexual activity an average of around 3,000 times by the age of 45, according to research. According to a study, 85% of penis-owning men between the ages of 20 and 39 say they always or almost always can get and maintain an erection, which means 15% of men in the prime of their life have a hard time getting hard at least occasionally. Men under 40 take about 10 seconds without getting an erection. Studies have found that masturbation in women can reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes. Exercise increases blood flow to the genital area and increases testosterone levels. The more you psychologically stimulate a woman, the easier it is for her to reach orgasm. Women who wear red are found to be more attractive by men, and also there are higher chances that they would be asked on a date. One study revealed that if a woman appreciates the smell of her partner, the chances of falling in love increase by 97%. Some women are capable of loving their best friend more than their boyfriend. This emotional complexity deserves understanding and respect. The phenomenon of natural selection reveals that women find men 3 times more attractive when they perceive interest from other women. Women are more attracted to men who pay attention, someone who remembers details about them without having to be reminded. Most women, if not all, have their own dream world and wish them to be true one day. 75% of women ask questions in which they already know the answer to. This is why it's best to simply tell her the truth. Women don't like when others compare them with someone, but they constantly compare themselves with other women in their mind. Women always dress up well to make other women jealous of them. They try to look more seductive when men are around. They can do anything for the person whom they love the most. Women tend to have more lust than men, but they never show it. Curvy women may be more intelligent than skinny women due to fatty acids in their hips that improve their mental abilities, a study found. While you are studying this, 4 out of 100 women in the U.S. are pregnant. Women are more attracted to men who have the ideal hunting physiques, narrow waists, strong shoulders, and broad chests. Many women worry about their appearance during sex. If she asks you to ejaculate on her face or breasts, it means she's had a highly satisfying sexual relationship. If a woman teases you and gives you nicknames, she's usually attracted to you. Women appreciate it when you notice the signals they give off through their body language, often without being aware of it. You will be shocked after knowing this. Women might be allergic to male ejaculate. According to a study, 40,000 U.S. women might be allergic to it. Women are more prone to extreme mood swings. Women tend to think more about those who ignore them than those who constantly talk to them. It has been observed that when feeling discomfort, men typically prefer to touch their faces. Women, on the other hand, prefer to touch their necks, clothing, jewelry, arms, and hair. Women's eyes speak a lot, and it's the doorway to her heart. 80% of women use silence to express pain. You know she's truly hurt when she chooses to ignore you. A woman's hormone levels are affected by birth control pills. Women who take birth control pills are more attracted to men with more masculine features, but these men are often linked to aggressive behavior, higher testosterone levels, and even higher divorce rates. Women with higher IQs have a harder time finding a mate. Women are socially conscious and dress as per the occasion. It will be nice if you match your clothing accordingly. Women are more suffering from animal phobia and social anxiety in comparison to men. Men socialize by insulting each other, but they don't really mean it. Women socialize by complimenting each other, and they don't really mean it either. Women are more influenced and persuaded by a man's sense of humor than his looks. The life expectancy for men is lesser than women in most of the countries. If a woman asks you a question, it's better to just give her the truth. Chances are she's asking you because she already knows the answer. Females seem to use both sides of their brains for problem solving, whereas men seem to use the left side of the brain for problem solving. Most women wear less than half of the clothes they own. This is true of only 1 in 5 men. The most common cause of disability for women is depression. 1 out of 4 women will experience severe depression at some point in their lives. Females are more emotional compared to males. In India, women wear rings in their noses to show they are married. When a 40-year-old woman has mental stability, intelligence, a strong sense of self-worth, and self-love, she may find that having sex is both vital and amazing. Women who have mostly male friends stay in a good mood more often. On average, people fall in love 7 times before getting married. There are more phone calls placed on Mother's Day than any other day of the year. A woman's large breast indicates that her vagina is fat. This is supported by evidence showing that women with large breasts have higher estrogen. Breast size may therefore serve as an indicator of potential fertility. Women can empathize more and can feel what others can feel and are highly caring and protective of their loved ones. Did you ever notice that women are good at tasting things? Women have more taste buds than men. Women judge so quickly, and their judgment rarely goes wrong. A study found that a woman is far more likely to give a stranger her phone number if he is holding a guitar. Females are better than males at remembering faces. You will not believe this. To decide what to wear, women spend nearly 1 year of their lives. This is interesting. Except one woman, of the 20 richest women in the world, all have inherited their money from either their father or their husband. Women are twice as likely to wear jeans when depressed than when happy. The only planet in our solar system which was given the name of a female goddess, is Venus, while many moons and stars are christened with female names. Generally, a woman will only argue with someone she truly cares for. Arguing less occurs when she's less interested. Gaining insight into the subtleties of female psychology can facilitate the development of stronger ties and increased intimacy in our interactions. You will be worried after knowing this. One woman dies during childbirth or pregnancy every 90 seconds. The psychological stimulation that takes place throughout the encounter is one element that is commonly disregarded, but is crucial for female gratification during intercourse. Forced love and self-made colors do not last. Be careful who you trust. Even the devil was once an angel. According to research, it has been proved that having a relationship provides relief from anxiety, stress, and headache, but having too much of a relationship can also be fatal. If a woman does not get sex from time to time, then she grows old sooner than other women. Almost all women want their partner to praise them along with romance before having intercourse. They'll ignore you until they need you. The best revenge in the world is massive success. The man screams so loudly when the woman becomes more excited, and in excitement the woman starts biting his body with her teeth and scratching every part of his body with her nails, and prefer women with larger busts because it subconsciously indicates arousal potential. No one's as blind as the one who does not want to see. If a man walks with a woman, his speed slows down by 7%, and if you walk with a man, it becomes faster. An honest enemy is better than a false friend. A wife who's not afraid of her husband, that woman can have a legal relationship with any man at any time. When the vaginas loose, the penis moves easily into the vagina. Some guys just don't have what it takes to go up the ladder. If a woman scratches her vagina in front of a man, then understand that she is impressed with you and wants to know you very closely. A man would rather sleep in bed with a clean bed and a happy woman than with an angry woman. When people you don't even know hate you, that's when you know you're the best. The number one fear of people isn't dying, it's public speaking. Sexual activity can strengthen the relationship between husband and wife. Your enemies always get strong on what you leave behind. A fool is always laughing. Be a good listener. Your ears will never get you in trouble. Loyalty is an expensive gift. Don't expect it from cheap people. People will provoke you until they bring out your ugly side. Then play victim when you go there. It's the lies you tell yourself. These are the lies you've got to live with. Most women want their partner to play for 10 to 15 minutes before sleeping with her husband. It's not about who is real to your face. It's about who stays real behind your back. The loudest one in the room is the weakest one in the room. Men enjoy hugging women as much as women do. They say, I changed a lot. I say, a lot changed me. Men like young girls quickly because they are very sensual and shy. Great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Small minds discuss people. I'm getting too old to be around people who don't understand the concept of loyalty and honesty. Respect those who tell the truth, no matter how difficult it is. Confidence is silence. Insecurity never shuts up. Every time a woman wishes that a man should express his love by saying, I love you, more times than her. Just remember, not everyone has the same heart as you. Forcibly having sex with a woman is the biggest sin because for a woman, nothing is more important than her honor. Stop telling people more than they need to know. A man pleases with every sensual part of a woman and is engaged in satisfying the woman. Be good to those who are good to you and don't care about the rest of them. Respect is earned, trust is gained, and loyalty is returned. A woman never forgets a man after sleeping with him who has completely satisfied her by inserting in her vagina. Never hate your enemies. It clouds your judgment. A disaster seldom comes alone. If everyone likes you, you have a serious problem. If a woman continuously looks at your dick, it means she's wondering how big it is and how yours looks. According to psychology, if a woman is cheating and sleeping with other men or starts having an affair with other men, then you probably see these signs. So guys, pay attention to these signs. Number 8 and 16 will definitely shock you. 1. Psychology shows that a woman who has just had sex with another man would likely have this different smile on her face, perhaps because she wants to cover up her guilt. 2. She does not pick up the phone when you call her. 3. Not only is she spending much more time attached to her phone, she's also not comfortable with leaving it lying around. 4. She suddenly dresses well, particularly when she goes out, and her dressing style lately will be such that any man who sees her in these dresses would lust after her. 5. Pay attention to her face when you two are not in direct conversation, as she tries to avoid eye contact with you. 6. She may have her makeup all smudged all over. This is a likely indication that someone had been there ahead of you. 7. She shrinks away your advances. When a woman who has just had sex with someone, she's likely to rebuff your sexual advances if you approach her for sex. 8. She will keep her phone messages and emails clean and delete all conversations all the time. 9. There are some changes, like she suddenly has a great interest in a certain kind of music genre, or a certain kind of food, or a certain kind of culture. These come from her secret lover. 10. She knows and talks about certain mysterious and surprising details, male-related stuff, like men's hairstyling, how men can develop their body structure, how men should maintain their stomach. It can be anything male-related. 11. She is suddenly keen on knowing where you are spending your every waking moment, just so as to avoid being caught. 12. She will start having sudden anger issues and outbursts, especially if you ask where she has been. She may accuse you of stalking her or that you don't trust her. 13. While having sex with you, she brings in some new and unknown poses or sex positions, and the old poses and positions that you used to have become slightly modified and sometimes altogether different. 14. She is missing and untraceable all day and returns very late on a consistent basis, blaming it on work, even during weekends and holidays. 15. She may laugh to herself or sometimes become absent-minded even when you are around her, and these characteristics are newly seen. 16. She doesn't call you for several days when you are away from her on a business trip or on some other work. 17. She will rarely initiate to hug you, kiss you, and will never initiate sex. Everything drastically comes down, and at some point stops completely. 18. She usually doesn't bother to shave the hair in her vagina, her legs or armpits, or rarely shaves them when too much hair has grown. But suddenly you find she shaves regularly and develops a habit to keep them very clean, neat, and perfect. 19. She goes out more often with girls at night, outings or girl trips for multiple days, and never includes you in her weekend schedules. 20. She basically slows down the involvement with your family as she is getting ready to lift off and move away from you, and she does not want more people into this issue. 21. Fresh makeup and fresh perfume after a day job might be an indication that she has taken time to freshen up after a sex session with the other person. 22. If she is getting more and more unfocused during your conversation, it means that her mind is wandering off to somewhere or someone else. 23. She smells more awkward or differently if she rushed out of the place where she had the extra sex without taking a shower. You may likely smell the ejaculate or the other guy's cologne on her. Now here you got it. Let me know in the comments if you see any of these signs, and you can subscribe for more.